Hello everyone, welcome to another session with me, Sanyukta Saxena. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher and we have been running this series on Bijouism flashcards. Today being the fourth session, we have already drawn 3 flashcards, right? So today we will be again drawing a Bijouism flashcard which says savor, right? Savor every moment, savor everything that you know come through during your Zentangle journey. Cherish every moment and just live by it. So we'll start with Mooka only today also. However, today there will be a lot of inking involved, right? So we will ink our Mookas today and they will start looking something like a motif or something like an imprint. Let me show you. So when you start inking your Mooka, this is how it will look like, right? Just a glimpse. So we will be drawing the usual Mooka. However, today is a inking day. So we will be doing a lot of inking and we'll see how does our flashcard turn out to be. Yeah. So I have drawn a small square here and I'm sorry, rectangle. So I'm going to ink it and leave that space and come back to it later. Yeah. So I'm just outlining that space. For writing my Bijouism, that is savor. And I'm going to add one more thin aura, right? And then probably we'll add one more thicker aura so that we can highlight our write-up. Right, and you can add simple version of Mooka just like fescue, something like this, alternating, right? So we have started already with the tangle, giving a simple border, simplest version of Mooka, or you can call it fescue. Yeah. Again, keep rotating your card. So just curled up Mookas, alternating sides. And you can see it has made such a beautiful pattern. Yeah. Yeah. So I will leave the center there, add one more very thin aura, very close to my thicker aura. Yeah. So now we can start tangling right away. So pick up a thicker pen, or we'll probably use the bolder nib to ink, and we will draw with this O1 only, right? So I'm going to start from one side. Draw Mooka the way it is usually drawn. So we are first going to just draw tangle, right? And then we will ink the mookas. Yeah. So just adding auras. Wherever there is a scope to add one, again going back, you can add some unfurled ones, crossing each other. Again, small little spaces, just aura. So Mooka has this beautiful flow in it. Forms such beautiful spaces in between. It's a lovely tangle to work with. Yeah. So I'm just going by the spaces. Just using it more like a filler. Right, so this is normal general way of drawing Mooka. Nothing special about it, just that when we ink it, probably it will have a very nice bold look. Right, so I'm basically not adding any other tangle here because today it is totally Mooka. So just enjoy the process, draw some unfurled, draw some unfurled ones. I love the flow of this tangle. You just don't feel like stopping anywhere. Just go on and on. Yeah. Just going by the shapes. Yeah, so I'm just going to continue like this. I think broadly you have understood how am I building on my Mooka. Yeah, we'll see if we have to add things later, but right now I'm just drawing and enjoying. Adding these droplet kind of shapes. Again, going back. Yeah, probably can always add 1 or 2 flux here and there, that's okay. Comes pretty handy as far as Mooka is concerned. So just enjoy the process of your Mooka dwelling into a beautiful floral pattern. Yeah, so just going by the spaces I have, not thinking much where what. Drawing behind wherever possible. Fitting in 1 or 2 flux here and there. You can also add in orbs if you want. Yeah. So I'm going to continue like this. Fill up the space in the same way, exactly the same way, right? So I'm almost finishing in the last lap, continuing to draw my mookas in the same fashion, filling up spaces, going by the spaces available with me. Right, so we'll see what all other fillers we want to use if required. Right now I've just filled up the spaces with Mooka. Yeah. So let us start inking first and then we'll see what do we want to add. Yeah. So I'm picking up an 08 here and starting, you can start from anywhere. Just leave one small highlight on the head or on the pod and start inking. Slowly, patiently. So I've started inking now. And you will instantly see the drama that it adds. Yeah, so all this while we have not really inked our mukas. We have inked spaces around it. We have used drama tangles. We have not added drama to our muka. Yeah, so this is a dramatic muka, I think. Yeah. So take your time and patiently ink each of the mukas the way you have drawn them, and also these shapes that you have inserted in between auras. Yeah, so that's one, and I'm going to continue like this. Slowly ink all of them. So I'm still continuing with the process of inking. I started from this end, and you can see it is a slow process, gradual process, but you can see the look of the Mooka here, so dramatic, so different, just like a motif, just an imprint, right? So that's the beauty of inking. Yeah. So you can actually see what inking can do to Zentangle, why it is such an important part, because you can see what kind of drama it adds to your tangle. So I am doing nothing here except inking the mukas that I drew freehand, right? And you can see the look. Yeah, so just be patient, take your time, stretch yourself, stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, take a stroll, get up from your seat, and then get back and start inking again. Believe me, when you end the flashcard, you will be really astonished to see the result. A glimpse is already there in front of you. Yeah, so I'm just slowly inking all the mukas and the sections that I created in between them. Right, so just you can do that exercise with me, or you can do it at your own pace. No issues at all. This is just to give you an idea. Another version of Mooka, a beautiful version of Mooka. Same Mooka looks so different with this bold inking. Yeah. So I've already spent around 20 minutes and I have just about reached half. So this is going to take a little while. So I'm going to take breaks and just keep inking, right? So here I am still continuing inking, right? And I am feeling a little tired now. So here is my daughter coming to my rescue that mommy, I can help you out with the inking at least, right? So she is 6 and I intend to hand it over to her for some help. What say? Yeah? So come, come. So coming to my rescue for my help, she is going to fill up some of the Mooka pods. Yeah. Easy, baby. Easy. Slowly. She's a lefty, so that's a challenge for me, not for her, when I think of teaching it to her. Yeah. So although Maria and Rick always keep talking that it should be a mirror image, everything that they draw with their right hands, just consider a mirror in front and draw. But I don't know. Only those who are lefty would know. They can't see you, baby. Yeah. Slowly help Mama with some of the Mooka heads. Yeah? Yeah. So you don't want to say something? Do you like Zentangle?
Yes, I like Zentangle.
Yeah. So do you know some patterns to draw?
Yes.
Which ones?
I love tipple.
Oh. And which one more? Do you know any more patterns?
Hollybug,
Hmm.
Printum,
Hmm.
Black Pearl.
Oh. Quite a few, huh? Oh, thank you for helping out, Mummy. I guess when you are left-handed, you will have to position your camera on the other side. That's how you will be able to see, yeah? So that's the first thing. Okay, baby, I'll do the rest. Thank you. So she just left and she helped me with a few pots. So Zentangle is a great exercise for kids. I'm planning to make a course on kids, for kids especially. So I'm just going to continue inking and finish off the little part that is left. Yeah, just leave a small highlight. Even if you don't leave it, you can always add it with your GellyRoll. That's fine. Yeah. So I'll just finish it and then we'll add a little bit of shading and I think we would be done, because here inking does all the work. Yeah. So I'm almost finishing my inking here on the last lap. Just a few mukas left. So there is actually no need to shade this version of Mooka since there is so much of inking involved. However, if you want, you can always add shade at the edges. Yeah, so that's one way to go about it. But I don't think it would be required. but we'll see if we need to add some shade at the edges. Yeah, so center is again the right up, so it is up to you if you want to add some colors. Probably we will add some colors since it's all black and white here, so we can consider adding some colors in this center section. Yeah, so I'll just finish this one or two pots which are left. Yeah, and probably half of these leaves. Yeah, and I think we are done. Yeah, so now let us add a little color in the center, right? So I'm going to add some shades of blue. So adding some purple at the edge, starting with some purple. Right, and then I'm going to switch to some dark blue. Let us first write savor inside. Yeah, so I have written savor inside, and now I'm going to pick up the darker blue, add a layer, right, and then moving on to the lightest blue. And then just blend all three. Right, so adding my lighter blue over the dark blue also. Right, again I'll pick up my darker blue, add a little at the edges. These are watercolor pencils as I use often. I generally don't use too much stationery, and I love to use these pencils because they have a nice waxy texture which is very easy to blend. Right, so again moving on to the purple which I had put at the edges, just re-emphasizing some of it. Just coloring the ends, covering it with purple. Yep, and then I'm going to use my white watercolor pencil and then just run through all the colors. Right, so white blends it all, softens it all, right? So you can comfortably use it for blending your watercolors also. So I'm just pushing it, blending the colors. Right? Yeah, so I'm not going to add anything else. Yeah, so let us now add a little shading. So I'm going to pick up my pencil and add some graphite around this write up, the Bijouism. So you can add some thick graphite here and blend it. Right, and then at the edges. So this almost looks somewhat like some kind of hand printing, yeah. So that's the beauty of this pattern when inked. Yeah, and then some graphite here. Yep. So let us now blend. So make sure that the ink has dried up, otherwise you will damage your paper. So although it's mostly black and that would reflect the graphite, but the intention is to make the small little sections in between gray. So whatever little the shading would show, that is enough, I think. Just blend it nicely. Yeah, with a soft hand, blend the inside. Right, and then finally the edges. Yeah, so just a shadow kind of an effect, so the center gets highlighted, and you can highlight it a little more by adding the chalk. Yeah, so that much of shading is possible over this highly decked up Mooka also. So just pull the graphite towards the center, blend it, but make sure you have a center white, this section. Yeah, that's important. Yeah, I think we have blended it enough. Now if you want, it is up to you. You can always use your chalk pencil. So I'll just see. Yeah, so I have my chalk pencil here. You can emphasize the whites with the chalk a little more. Yeah, so it just pops up. Yeah, now use a different blending stump and just soften. Where is my blending stump? Yeah, so just use a different blender and soften the white so that it doesn't look patchy. And we are done. Right, if you want you can embellish your center a little more. So small little thing that you can do here is add some orbs so that the center gets a little more highlighted. But that's entirely optional. Since everything else is pretty heavy duty, you might want to keep it simple only, right? So just a thought. Yeah, that's about it. So that's our flashcard for today, and I'm going to close it here, and I'll see you again with one last session on Bijouism flashcards with Mooka again, right? So have a good time.